Matty, are you with us?
I'm with you, Scope. Fletch. How you going, lads?
MJ, now, for your backstage podcast, you need to get Molly Picklum on. So we just had a yarn to her.
Yep.
She is right in your wheelhouse. She's a gem.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, she's awesome, Matty.
You got to get in early because she's hot commodity and you'll lose her.
Okay.
So
good tip, boys.
Get Jack onto it straight away.
Mate, straight away. As soon as we finish here, we're onto it.
You may have to go up to the Central Coast. She's from the Sunny Coast.
Yeah, Gosford girl.
I have no problem with that.
So you might have to go up to Club Troppo, which we used to do on a Thursday night.
Is Troppo still going?
No, it's not.
No, it's done?
Nah.
Dollar drinks.
Wasn't that a place? There was Club Troppos, and Newcastle had one called the world's biggest disco. And it probably wasn't the world's biggest disco, but it was certainly the Hunter's biggest disco.
Yeah.
Very, very similar. And alcoholic jelly.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, your brother was up there, and I remember your brother was doing some sort of thing. I think he was doing this, wasn't he?
Everyone out there, just letting you know, Uncle Joey's ready to send some messages.
That's what he was doing. Matty, have you seen that? Have you seen it?
No.
Okay, so it's for one of those the athlete shout out things.
Oh, the cameo things.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, where you pinch your money off teenagers. Yeah.
What about the whistle at the end? He sounded. Do you watch Family Guy? Do you know the Family Guy character? He sounded like that Herb the Perv at the end.
Could be a little bit close.
The little whistle at the end.
Oh, good.
Mate, the cameos, unbelievable. Places like Gal and Joey just pinch your money off pensioners and teenagers, fair dinkum. People down on their luck.
Now, Matthew, big ramifications for tonight for the Storm v Broncos. Broncos can obviously finish in the top 4. We thought maybe Melbourne may have rested players. Do you feel if they had a win last week and didn't embarrass, as Bellyache said, they probably would have rested more players?
I reckon, Fletch. I reckon you're spot on. There's two teams that had the opportunity to rest but haven't. One is Melbourne, and I've got no doubt it's on the back. Bellyache has obviously seen something in their football, not just the second half performance last week. Because for a team that has been probably sitting around $2.50 all year, I must say there haven't been a lot of performances in the back half of the year that I've just gone, wow. You know, they're just going to roll through this competition. And the other one is the Dogs. I mean, Cameron Sorrell, I thought he rested a few, but the fact that, you know, he's had to put him back in just shows that Ciro knows that although they're defending pretty good, as far as their attack, it's still clunky.
Is it a risk playing Jerome Hughes? Or do you feel that if it's this week or next week, if he does damage his shoulder, a week's not going to sort of make or break it?
Yeah, Fletch, it's a risk, isn't it? I thought that he would have given him to week 1 of the finals, but it must be 100%. Well, do you know what? It's probably as good as it's going to get without surgery.
Yeah. Well, that's right. Yeah, we don't know how bad it was. Have you had one, Scopey?
Nah, I'm just thinking about before when I heard what it was about maybe 4 weeks ago when Anthony Seibold talked about Olakau'atu's shoulder, and then he re-aggravated it.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things like no matter what, you're going to play with some form of risk. I didn't like the percentage that Sieb said after that game with Olakau'atu, but hopefully it's better than that, Matty.
Mate, poor old Siebes. Honestly, it's just like the poison tongue.
What about like Bezhead? He is. So I'm with you, Matty. I've been looking at the Storm this year and the odds that have been attached to them all year. And yes, I do think they can win the comp. They're probably 2 or 3 or 4 of the teams that I think can win it. But the number was too short for me because they haven't put together that sort of performance. In saying that, Bearshead thinks they can put up a score on the Broncos tonight.
Yeah. I'm going 13 plus.
Would a strong performance tonight, would that change your opinion about them heading into finals? Do they have to win convincingly against a team like the Broncos?
Given the fact there's no Harry Grant tonight, if they put a big score on, you go, okay, right, this is what we've been waiting for. But it's straight. They've been a funny side this year. We spoke before about their inability to play their best football at night, and which was rare. That was a strength of theirs. And I mean, I keep coming all week. I've been coming back to the fact that how do you, if you're the Melbourne Storm, Like, how do you concede 40 points in the second half? Given what was at stake as far as Bellyache's 600th game, all of those things. I just, and again, if Bellyache was thinking was as certain as some of the punters, I think he would have rested nearly all of the squad this week. The fact that he's playing them shows that he thinks there's still a bit away.
Now, Matthew, Roosters versus Bunnies, we said this about 8 weeks ago. We said it was going to come down to this game where we thought it might be South fighting off the spoon. Well, they're cleared from the spoon, but we thought that East, the Roosters, need to win this to make it the 8. It has got every chance of being an... Or do you see an upset? Can you see the Bunnies winning this?
Absolutely, I can. If you're pushing me for a tip, I go Roosters on how good their forwards are going. Sam Walker comes back into the side. Tedesco, how he's playing. Hugo Savala. Like, you go the Roosters. But if you turn up and the Bunnies have a big win, you're not surprised by it. It's just one of those fixtures. Fletch, you know better than anyone else does that. With these two sides play, it is literally form guide goes out the window to a certain extent. And mate, the Bunnies bench, I mean, look, I would say Wayne and get out there. I think they'll start playing really conservative early, and then after 25 minutes they'll bring on the bench and away they'll go. Everyone
will be on AJ watching this game too, Matty. Me and Bezhead were talking about it before. So just say, even if he gets one, right? Like, if he gets one, people were just going to be, if they weren't watching, people were going to be texting each other. It's going to be in the WhatsApp groups to say you've got to tune in and make sure you're watching it. If he does get just say one or even two, the Canadian Boffins, they have to make sure that they're playing the Roosters round 1 next year. Correct?
Yes, definitely. Imagine, I've said this a few times. Imagine if he gets 2 in the first half. If he grabs his third try, 5 minutes from full time, it's almost game over. The people will jump over the fence and they won't get them back into their seats.
No, especially if Souths are winning.
Because
for
sure.
The Bunnies supporters will go, rat's ass. We've got nothing to look forward to. We're going out there and just hugging AJ.
Yeah.
That'd be good. And Wayne would have to. Wayne might be like
Wayne runs on.
Remember when Shane warned he had to go out there with a helmet? I think it was down in Melbourne to calm them all down because all the crowd were throwing stuff. Maybe Wayne has to go.
Yes.
Far out.
Talking about the old guy from Family Guy.
Now, Matty, I'm seeing this strange sort of. I've never seen this before in coaches. Now, prospective coaches who are wanting to get gigs are it's a bit like Tim Shaw will throw in some steak knives. I saw Blake Green saying Blake Green's reportedly interested in bringing Cameron Smith to the Knights as an assistant coach if he's promoted as their new head coach.
Oh, wow.
They're sort of trying every angle to get a gig. I've never seen this before.
They're pulling out the stops. I mean, Greeny's really going hard. If you're going for the job, you go, look, I'm letting people know I'm actually looking at maybe bringing, Jimmy Johnson from the Dallas Cowboys just out for a bit of have a yarn to the boys. But, the extent of what Smithy will do at the Knights, might be just having a chat over the phone to a few blokes. I don't know, but oh boy, there's plenty going on.
Yeah, it's a bit like here. I'm not saying it's desperation. But I find it strange that it's played out in the public and
that information
that Blake Green's putting forward, whether or not it's actually come from him, might be his manager. I don't know, but I don't think I've seen this sort of.
That's
before.
a link. That's the same management, isn't it?
Is it the same?
Yeah, it is.
The same management.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yes.
When are we going to make this? When are they going to make the decision? Do you feel does it have to be done before Chrissy?
Yeah, Matty. We were chatting to Matty last week, so we were just talking about the candidates. Now, apparently, Willie Peters is out of it, Matty.
Yep.
And we're hearing that it's going to be there's going to be 3 candidates. Is that solid mail? It's going to be either Blake Green, Justin Holbrook, and it's down to Dean Young. Are those the 3 that you're hearing?
I think so, Scope. I think the other one was as a real outsider, Brian McDermott. He's well respected up there. What he's done with their defence, but I think so. I do think it's a 3-man race. I still come back to the fact all the time. I look at Michael Checker and I just know it's left of centre. for me, what that club needs, I think he's got it in spades. And the X's and O's, he knows X's and O's as far as rugby league, pretty good, probably 6.5 out of 10. But, mate, you get people around you could look after that. Mate, he knows how to get the best out of a team. He's a great man manager. He's a disciplinarian. There's a great story how he got, because, mate, he's won European Cups in rugby at numerous clubs around the place. And there's a great story when he went for the Leinster job, which is the big Irish club there. There was a heap of blokes going for it, and he was the youngest candidate, and he sat down with them and had a discussion. He said, I thought it went really good, and at the end of it, they said, look, we really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Look, we're letting you know, though, we probably think you're a little bit too young for the job and how big the job is. Well, Czech stood up, undid his tie, and said, righto, now I'm going to give him a real sell, and just said, look, if you want a bloke who's going to be best friends with the players, who's just going to be this, wanting autographs and jerseys signed, all that sort of stuff, I'm not your man. If you want someone that can win the European Cup and turn these blokes into men, I'm your man. And they rang him the next day and said, well, you got the job, and they won the European Cup. Now, I know it's a different sport and everything, but coaching is coaching. He's got sound knowledge in rugby league, but as we know these days, X's and O's are one thing, but what it seems to be defining coaches these days in the modern age in rugby league is the ability to handle pressure, and he can do that.
Yeah,
So,
I've seen Joey interviewing Matty, and the one thing he's got a presence about him, and then he understands the coaching tree that would be underneath him, right?
Yep, definitely.
Does he also, Matty, have other interests rather? Like he doesn't need this as... I know he was in the restaurant game...
No,
a
in
while
fashion.
back? Fashion now?
He's right up in in fashion. Like he's got his fingers in numerous pies, and mate, he does a lot of motivational speaking or corporate speak. So he's gone up to, at the moment he's up in Townsville, because every time Argentina come into Australia, they get him straight away involved. And it was funny. I watched him the RGs train once a number of years ago out at Narrabeen.
Weren't they glamours too, Matty? You said they were glamours.
Oh, mate, honestly, they were so hot. It was ridiculous. But,
didn't you take Trish down? And she was like...
Oh, mate, honestly, fair dinkum.
She
it was
sweating from how
it
good
was a great month afterwards. But Czech had him training like rugby league players. He had him wrestling. He had him doing rugby league defensive drills. And, he got him... he got him right up. They beat the All Blacks when he was in charge.
They beat us too, remember?
Yeah, beat us. So, mate, he knows how to get the job done, but it seems like that would 100 to 1 for my information. They're saying it's a three-man race.
Yeah, did he coach the Lebanese team at the World Cup recently as well? Was that?
He did.
Yeah.
The Rugby League World Cup did a good job there. And so... Yeah, he's got plenty of things going on. He's got a lot of experience, but as I said before, he knows how to handle pressure and he knows how to handle players.
Well, I know if Czech gets the job, this bloke will be here as well. I'm feeling.
Everyone out there, just letting you know, Uncle Joey's ready to send some messages.
Yeah, he was ready to go too. This fella, he's pumped. Hey, Matty, what's on Morning Glory tomorrow? Who's on and what's going to happen?
We've got Webby, Ben Hogarth's, and of course the Dark Emperor, Beak. Who's got his figures down in camp, bloke in a bar.
Is he still doing coffee? He went down the coffee route.
Yeah, Grumpy Coffee.
Yeah.
Grumpy Coffee, yeah. Turn that frown upside down, yeah.
Is there an urn in coffee?
Actually, no, the other way around.
Is there an urn in coffee?
Ask Gerds. It's pretty good.
Oh, yeah, Gerds. Oh, Gerds is into... I saw Gerds come up on my feed. He's doing a retreat for men. You got to go out in the forest and scream. No, it is. Apparently, it's all about the emotions.
That's the Aaron Rodgers gig. Have you seen the documentary with Aaron Rodgers? He goes out and does that stuff, that ayahuasca and all that.
I really wish, Scope, I didn't watch that Aaron Rodgers documentary. I thought he'd just come across such a tool. Yeah. It was just, it was so bad. It was hard to watch. But, mate, Gerds and Freddie and those blokes have always been into that sort of crazy shit.
The earthing. I'm hearing good things about earthing now.
Yeah, okay.
So you're supposed to, an hour a day, take your shoes off.
Well, I'd be interested to see how it goes for Gerds because, mate, I'm more than happy to take the people out the scrub and Cessnock and get them screaming and yelling.
Yeah, well, they're doing that for other reasons. Matthew, I'm going to see you in about 2 hours. How's that
Good on
sound?
you, Fletch. Mate, do us a favour. Listen to this, Scope. Poor old Justin Hodges is coming on the show. He's at a hotel. All he ever asks is for Fletch to pick him up.
Yeah.
Fletch is, for whatever reason, will not get out of his ivory tower and go and get
Why
on
won't you pick him up, Fletch?
Because I've got to go straight to TNL. I've got to do Thursday night league. I can't leave Mick and Brandy.
You tell me you've
in
been loving it
the
too.
The other thing that I've noticed and what I got told...
Mick will be fine.
The other thing that Justin Hodges isn't telling us is that the powers that be at Fox Sports actually give him a Uber voucher.
I got the weight.
Yeah, he doesn't want to spend it because it's not worth the money. So he wants to keep it when he goes out to Longreach. So he wants to get a real good earn out of it.
Mate, I nearly got sacked from Triple M at one point. They gave us travel dockets to go to the grand final and back. And I said, mate, let's not do that. Let's hold on. So I paid for it. We went for a night out up to Newcastle and back, and used it. It was like it was $6,000.
I think that's what's. Speaking of which, I remember Big Kev. I'm excited.
Oh, I love it.
Remember
Big
that?
Kev.
Yeah. So I ran into Big Kev up in the casino up at Jupiter's. He's no longer with us, but I was in Jupiter's. This is years and years and years ago, and I was harassing him, and it was all good. Again, anyway, he got a taxi from the Gold Coast to Sydney, and I was asking the bloke, I said, why don't you fly? He didn't like flying. Anyway, $2,500. This would have been in 95. I reckon that's a good deal.
Yeah, $2,500 is pretty good.
Maybe he threw in some
steak knives.
No, because he was all in the cleaning fluids. That was
right,
his big go.
He was too. What was the other bloke? Who was steak knives? What was that?
That was Tim Shaw.
Tim Shaw, of course.
Yeah, Tim Shaw. His steak knives, they were rank because they break. You put them in the dishwasher and the handles will break. You got to go, when you go to Japan, you can buy these Heko sushi knives and they cut
really?
everything.
You loved Japan, didn't you?
I love Japan.
Yeah.
And I love knives.
Matty,
They're two
you're
of
a
my favourite
legend.
things.
Thanks for joining us again, brother.
Arigato gozaimasu.
You're still here. We'll see more on the Joel and Fletch socials and catch us live on SEN Radio. Because if you don't, you're an A grade. But if you do, you're the absolute Mickey.